I just like saying it because it sounds manly. And it sounds lewd. Okay? Can it get much better for a guy? I don't think so. I smoked my clutch. Yeah. Yeah, baby. I smoke it. I smoke it. Come on, John, give me again. I smoked my clutch. Yeah, there's going to be some women out there listening to that going, ooh, come on, smoke my clutch. I'm like, okay. Give me that GPS code. No, I'm only teasing. I would never do such a thing. Never have I done anything like that on 14th Street ever in my life. Oh. So, I might have smoked my clutch, but at least I didn't buy a 6x6. Think large military vehicle, an extra axle. Yeah. Okay, so the businessman and got that rationalization. Oh, I can fix this up a little bit and flip it, right? Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Okay. I'm pretty sure it's still there. He hasn't flipped it. But that's okay. That's all right. I'm just saying, if you want to start totting this up, all right, what I pop, $2-3 grand, maybe $5 if I want to try and have a better clutch that can handle this monster beneath the hood, because I acted like a butthead in it. The same reason you bought the 6x6. That's right, you were thinking long game. You were trying to feather your nest too, for a woman that you could never have, even though we knew she was with that guy and he was a beta male. You know he slept on the couch. We knew it. But you knew but you bought the 6x6 anyway. Yeah. I guess that's why I burned up my clutch. I smelled blood. He'd been drinking. Almost slurring. I'm a designated driver, duh. I don't drink. This man like a brother to me. We know each other pretty well. He knew. He tried to get his head down because he knew his defenses were down. Because he's S-faced, man. He's semi-S-faced, quasi-S-faced, okay? So he's trying to like that Winston, old school, trying to like that. He's like 10 years younger than me. And he's just trying to keep his head down because he knows little Johnny, little Mashuka. Well, I wasn't Mashuka then, but, I was the bear, I guess. Yeah. Thank you for that insight, Chris. And I started. Little sharks were wrestling out the blood. I said, you want to know you bought that military vehicle? Yeah, you didn't buy it because of that off-road enthusiast young lady you were having some business dealing with. Man, he popped me right in my shoulder. Hard enough to where I was aware of it, but it was eclipsed by the evil laughter of my heart. If I may use evil tongue-in-cheek. I'm a picker. I like to pick sometimes. I had it done to me a lot as a youth for my physical appearance, so now I can do it to you with my mind. We sat at the dining room table. 2 men. 2 successful business owners. And we look at each other. We looked at each other just recently. And we're like, how do we find ourselves here? Both capable men in all ways. In all ways. wanting to father a child. And yet, it seems we both look in vain. Yeah, he asked me about Ivy. She used to be a server at Buffalo Wild Wings. She has 5 children. I think it's still 5. One of them special needs. I'm like, man, they gotta go to King's Dominion. So I put on my mom voice and I called up King's Dominion. I sold that. I mean, I know, I'm not telling you that because I'm a butthole. I parted with a little bit of cash now, but I'm a businessman. Please, you got what? No, what is your second price? That's the one you use in Israel. No, 3 of them, and the Arabs appreciate that too. In the triumvirate. No. What is your second price? You don't even start with the. Okay, I'm digressing. How can this be? And it's like we look each other in the eyes. He's a very intelligent man, very sensitive and caring man. I'd like to think that I'm similar to that. And we look at each other in the eyes, and it's like the lights are on, but nobody's home. Because it's like we're looking into each other's eyes, and nothing makes sense. Yeah, he asked me about Ivy. I'm sorry I'm bouncing to and fro. And I think he was genuinely concerned for me now that I'm getting older. He's seen me give before. But my demeanor's changed over the last year and a quarter now. My behavior's different. My behavior's different. My attitude is different. I'd like to think it's much more positive now. But I've been called into question for it. Mixed feelings there, I must say. But he brought it up because he was genuinely concerned. I think he was thinking long term. He's, like I said, 10 years younger. He sees me as almost 60, and I think he saw one of those old men at the table pulling out the checkbook and just signing, every letter that comes in the mail and giving him a donation. You know what I mean? And I can assure the listeners now, I am not that person. So much of my life I hid in the shadows. I do not hide anymore, much to my own detriment or possibly yours. So if I offend you, pluck it out. If thine eye offend thee, pluck it out. If I offend you, and I'm so thick, so stupid, that I don't get it, tell me. And I will part from you instantly. No hard feeling, no hard feeling, no nothing. I will accept it. Brother Paul says, if it offends your brother, you ought not do it around him. And I use that very encompassing, in a very umbrella-like way. If I make you uncomfortable in any way, I try not to make my fellow human being uncomfortable. I'm really struggling to keep my thoughts together tonight. I'm bouncing around. I feel I'm at peace currently. My spirit is calm, but my head races. I dreamed last night that I knocked a prized possession. Guilty. I'll not try to mask it. A clock off of my end table in the bedroom. I hold that clock in high esteem, high regard, only because I know it's handmade, mostly. It's not an especially valuable clock, but being as I work with my hands, I'm quick to reward someone for their handiwork. And don't anybody go stupid on me there, because I did it for you already. You're snickering. We're both happy. The women are now just catching up, except for the whores. Yeah, I'm all over the place. I dreamt that I knocked the clock off the table and damaged it. And it was one of those dreams, vignette, little short snippet dreams. And I didn't remember it. Looking at that clock the next day didn't trigger it necessarily. It popped into my mind at some point during the day. And it has to do, I believe it has to do with the emotional contest that I'm struggling. I choose to call it an emotional contest of wills. A contest of wills within me right now, a struggle. My struggle. Oh, God, Mein Kampf. I never read that book, fortunately. Sorry. Ooh. And that dream seems to encapsulate what I'm feeling, because I covet something so much, and the idea of damaging it is terrifying. I'm just too afraid to love you. The Black Keys. Great band. I've been really saturating myself in them lately. The Black Keys. Check out their YouTube, the videos where they're like in studio. Really nice. You can tell they're just dedicated musicians. Great band. Yeah, the Black Keys. Hey, peace.